Hey, happy Friday. Happy Digest Day. Megan Schultz here, host of Cream City Dreams podcast on Wednesdays and these small bite-sized Cream City Digests on Fridays. I hope you're digging this season of joy, listening to all the women who are bringing joy to our city. And you know what's bringing me joy is this detox I'm on, this social media detox in the month of June. And I thought that maybe sharing my experience with this might inspire some of you to pay attention to your attention, where you put it, who you give it to, and really being more intentional about living in the present. And isn't that really what we're all just trying to do? Hey, happy Friday, happy Digest Day. I hope wherever you are, it's a gorgeous day. I hope you are appreciating the end of summer. I hope you got everything done that you wanted to do this summer. And if not, I hope you can cram every last ounce of summer fun into the next week before school starts, at least here in Milwaukee anyway. I have to be honest, I almost did not record this because I had intended to get back on Instagram so I could tell you all about it and kind of reflect on that experience today. And it has been on my list of things to do all week. Check out what's going on Instagram because I do keep getting these messages despite unsubscribing consistently from Instagram saying, see what your friends have posted. Look what you're missing. You'd have a message that somebody sent that's waiting for you. You better check it, which I haven't. So I know things are happening and I was planning on reflecting on the experience of getting back on, but I have just put it off until finally it's Thursday, the day before this comes out, and I'm finally getting around to recording this. So yeah, that didn't happen. Sorry about that. If I do get back on, I'll be sure to share a reflection with you. Maybe that'll happen next week. I don't know. Probably not because it's my last week with my kids before they go back to school. So I don't want to spend it online, even thinking about that experience. So just a brief meta reflection, I think, on why I didn't do this for you, why I didn't go back online. The first thing is because I was thinking about what would I do when I get there? Would I post something? If I would post, what would I post? Would I post a recap of all the things I've done this summer? Look at me, look at what I've done, look at the things I've gone to and the cool things, even if it's promoting other women and other things that I did that I participated in with guests from the show. Did I want to post about myself? And if I did, why? What did I want from that post? What kind of exchange was I looking for? Was I looking for kudos? Was I looking for accolades? Was I looking for red dots and likes and more people subscribing? Always more people subscribing is great because I want more people on these women's stories. But what else beyond that would I have been looking for? And did that feel good? And I think the answer this week was no. It just wasn't going to feel good. I didn't really want to do that. And so I was just listening to that resistance. I think Tekla would be proud. I think this summer off has given me some introspection on where I get my validation from and where I want to get my validation from. And, I feel like it's been a more spacious experience to find the validation this summer in myself and just B, looking like, am I okay with myself? And then B, in real life, those real life connections. I've made some incredible new friendships over the summer that I may not have made had I had my head down in a phone, because I had to make more of a concerted effort to get connected, to stay connected. And I think maybe there's also part of me that worries that the momentum for those real life connections might fade if I go back to my phone. Not to mention the whole knowing myself as an all or nothing kind of person in this and just worrying that if I hop back on, here comes the doom scroll. And I definitely don't want that. So I think the only reason I would have posted online or I would have gotten back online to post anything would have been to remind you about the Stella Stroll, the party in the park this Sunday, August 24th from 2 to 5 p.m. over at Kilbourne Reservoir Park. Get yourself over there to meet Stella, to meet her family, to see what they have in store, to talk about this beautiful playground that is in the works for late summer of 2026. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that means you did not listen to the episode with Reese Schneider, who is, of course, Stella's mom, who is the powerhouse behind the new playground. So go back and listen to that episode, because once you've heard her story, you are not going to want to miss this party in the park. But other than that, I think I'm good. So if I have any thoughts, reflections as I go back, if I do, I'll be sure to post it here. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in, listeners. Thank you for allowing me to share these reflections all summer. It's really helped keep me accountable and to think about and to reflect on what is important. Where are my priorities and my values around screens and around my attention? And I hope that by me sharing it out loud, I have given you permission to think about your own relationship to technology and screens and in real life connections. So I hope you were able to make many of those over the summer as well. It's also given me new ideas about where I want to take the podcast. So next week, I will have a recap on the Summer of Joy. If you missed any of the episodes, you're in for a treat, because I've got a little compilation of all of the guests from this season talking about joy and their best advice for how to find it. So if you want to hear just a sneak peek into each of the interviews that I had with the incredible women of season 8 over the summer in the season of joy, tune in next week. And then the following week will probably be the last episode where I just tell you what's up, where I'm going with the podcast, what you can expect from me, what's new, what's coming. So that one will be short and sweet as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and give myself permission to call this digest the last digest of season 8, because like I said, next week is the last week of summer with my kids. Nobody's got camps. We're with each other the entire week, and I want to focus on them. So I hope you've enjoyed these digests. If you have, would you let me know, please? I would love to hear from you. Either drop me an email or you can send a text message right from the show notes. I would love to hear from you. But I'll be back next week with all of the women from season 8. And until then, Milwaukee, keep on dreaming.